Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Right now let's take a look at the gold market. Well, since Friday's discussion, the situation hasn't changed really significantly, although we see really solid drop since right from the 13 even area to the 1250, so $50. It's not really small drop, but at the same time, market hasn't passed yet that point for the bullish perspectives. So currently it still keeps chance on the further upward continuation. And but probably the destiny should be determined right on the next week. Since market right now stands the final, let's call it as the red line, that point that should estimate the further direction. In fact, if market will drop below 12 even area, below the lows of this butterfly, that will be signal that the very significant retracement has started, and market could drop as far as to 1120 area right here. So if you will read our weekly research, you will see the patterns that we have discussed. So the reasons for that that's really could happen, because we should not forget that market stands in the downward action more than a year, and the collapse really has happened. That's a standing drop. So more than the 50% gold has dropped from the almost 2000 level to the 1000. So, and this momentum, this long-term pressure hasn't disappeared totally. So market right now stands at the first upward bounce since the long-term, after the long-term drop. So that's why some bearish pressure still exists, and market won't be able just to show the V-shaped reversal and just skyrocket. That's why sooner or later we will get the pressure, and market will have to show the deep retracement. We think that the time has come for that, but we are not sure that this should happen right now. So we think that market still has the chance to show the upward leg, another leg, to the 1330, 1325 area, to complete the yearly pivot resistance one, major resistance on the monthly chart, and complete some daily intraday targets, mostly daily targets, and create the reversal pattern that will trigger the downward retracement. Because to trigger this retracement, to trigger this big drop, market should form some extended pattern on the daily chart, because this retracement will take shape, take the place on the monthly chart, and on the daily it usually starts from the really extended large reversal pattern. One of this pattern could become, for example, the head and shoulders pattern. So this could become left shoulder market from the head, this could then drop here, and so on. Another pattern that could be formed, and we particularly will be watching for that, is the 3 drive sell. Because guys, take a look, that market has turned down here right from the 127 extension of this swing, and in fact that was the 127 extension of the butterfly. But take a look the shape of the dropping. So it doesn't show the collapse dropping. It's not miserable plunge. That's gradual retracement. It's mostly taking the ABCD shape, and it mostly reminds the retracement, not the reversal. So market rare starts the downward drop from the ABCD shape. It's almost never. Market usually collapses very strong, forming the reversal pattern and then shows retracement. But here, right at the top, we see the ABCD action. It's not very typical for reversal. That's another reason why we think that probable upward action still happen. And the next week, guys, we are coming to very important areas. It stands around 1240. We slightly have discussed it already last week, but today we will take a look at a bit more details on that area. So first of all, take a look. This is some kind of the confidence support, 1230 to 1244. From this minor fib levels, you can see on the inside of this for us, this minor level, I will have marked it in an M letter. You can see minor Also, this will be this trend line supportive. We will not call it as the neckline yet, but still this is the trend line. But what is more important is that some details you'll see on the 4-hour time frame chart. This is drill cluster of the targets. So on the 4-hour time frame chart you could see. So first of all, we have initial A, B is purple line. A, B, C top. That will be the 1618 target. This hasn't been tested yet, so for a few bucks market hasn't reached it. Then we get here the large ABCD daily. That's almost stands in the same area, 1240. Also, guys, slightly lower we have the two pivot supports. This is lime line is the monthly pivot support one. This is green line is the weekly pivot support one for the common week. Why we are speaking about the monthly pivot support one? Because guys, take a look on the daily chart. I would not have it on this chart. Here, this is the monthly pivot point. Market has tested it, started move up, failed to reach the weekly pivot resistance, dropped below it. So next logical destination is weekly pivot support one. And what's more interesting is that if market will hold above this line, it will tell us that that is just a retracement. Because usually pivot support one holds retracement. If market breaks it, it tells us that it's not a retracement. If pivot support one holds a retracement, it tells us that we are standing in a retracement and bullish trend is still valid. And the market has chances to continue move higher. That will be another important moment. And here is the answer how this reversal to the upside could happen. It could take the shape of the butterfly. We on Friday talked about this bullish engulfing, and we said that this could be just a typical trap for the gold market when it forms reversal pattern, shows the visual effect of the reversal. Traders are starting to put in, taking the long positions, placing the stops, but major targets haven't been hit yet. And market definitely should do this. As soon as this will happen, stops will be triggered and market will drop slightly lower. Maybe this even market will punish some traders who place the stop entry points, because if they will take a position, they think that market should stop here, but it could drop lower on the stops that will be triggered here. So this is a very interesting situation. And in other words, shortly speaking, guys, why I'm talking about this is that market could reach both these targets as ABCD extensions as the weekly pivot points, just because of the stops that have been placed here. They just will give market some more fuel to drop, since this is the selling orders stands here, and market they'll start to sell, and that will push market slightly lower. That's why this is an area that we will be watching for. So it means that either 127 butterfly will work or 1618. So, but anyway, the 1240 area will be the major area where we'll be watching for the price behavior. So if market will complete the butterfly and turn to the upside, that will tell us that bulls still have the potential, bulls still have the power, and they are able to push market high and complete the 1325, 1330 targets. Let's complete this free drive. After that, probably major drop will start. If market will not able to hold here 1240 and will collapse further, so we'll drop this area down. This probably will mean that we're stand in this retracement already. So this bigger retracement already has started. That's also could happen. Although many issues right now point on the first scenario, that probably upward action should start, but we can't exclude totally the situation with the dropping. For us, guys, it's really, actually, it's not really important, because we're mostly searching to taking the long position on the gold, and we're not really worrying how it will happen, whether market drop here immediately or it will complete this pattern and then drop down, because mostly we're searching for this level somewhere here when this retracement will be ended. Here are our major point to watch for, where we're taking the long position. As we have taken long position here on this trade, now we're not really interested with this final leg, because it carries very significant risk, especially taking into consideration the sentiment that now stands on the market. It's not really riskless to take long position here to attempt to complete it. Maybe if you're trading on the intraday charts, you could do this, but if you trade on the daily chart, it's better to wait for a collapse, whether it will happen right now or whether it will happen the next month. But sooner or later, this deep retracement probably will come. And this will be a really deep retracement that will let you to take a really good position in a long direction on the gold market. So, but in the short-term perspective, guys, we will be watching for that scenario right on the next week. We hope that this scenario will be completed on the next week and we will get some solution and some answers on the possible further direction on the gold market.